Mm. Okay, I'm literally making up some extra backstory right now. So, just a second here.
Oh, cool. They
Oh,
actually
look,
have the dashboard on your phone. That's cool.
Huh.
Why? What the hell's up with that?
What?
I don't know. Something's really wrong with my my headset. I can't figure out what's going on.
Can you hear everything?
No, I can. It's just all coming through one side. It's only coming in my right side, which is weird.
Why is there a fuzzball?
I don't want that. What? What's happening?
Doc is being
Doc's,
Doc.
Doc's being Doc.
I see. Ah, that is a fuzzball. Speaker configuration.
There's a fuzzball over there too. Oh, you can't see her.
Stereo.
Mandalay, are you judging people again?
Uh-oh.
This is a video game stream.
There it goes.
A video game stream. I should change my tag to Overwatch, and then people will come in and be like, "What's going on?" I'm just like, "Hey, if you came here for Overwatch, it's right here."
You are overwatching our Dungeons and Dragons game.
Funny joke. I thought this was Overwatch.
Nope.
Overwatch. This is not.
You probably want to pull up your Oscar.
Oscar.
Change your name, maybe. You don't have to. I'm just kidding.
What? Oh, and I am.
Because you're Barrack right now.
I am in Barrack.
Who's Barrack? I don't know any Barrack.
I spelled it wrong. God damn it. There you go.
Ivan Vasilovich. He's Oscar's cousin.
Hey, it was twice removed.
Okay. If you guys are ready.
Ready?
What level are we? We're still we're level 3, right? Yeah.
I started you off at 3. I don't think you quite leveled up yet. Yeah.
No, I didn't think so. 9. Yeah, we're almost level 4.
Yeah, because you got quite a bit of experience from that battle, but not quite enough. So, oh, that's not what I need. Okay, so blah blah blah. We're in Bastion. You were attacked by goblins and shadows last time.
Shadows.
Yeah, that shadow almost killed y'all. So don't you laugh.
No, I know. I'm just saying. The only reason it didn't is because, oh, by the way, I'm a cleric.
Yeah, except for you didn't hit it with.
I
anything.
literally didn't hit it with anything.
You like didn't touch it at all.
Literally didn't touch it.
Yeah, I'm reviewing this right now. I'm at 8 health.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you
at-
guys,
oh.
you slept
Yeah.
the night and stuff, so all your health should be refilled max.
Okay, and I have all my
Any of that kind of
spells back.
stuff. Yeah, all your spell slots are back because if you remember, the guardsmen gave you like free drinks and the night at the inn if you wanted to, which Oscar and Doc have homes they went to. Caden went to the inn.
Yes, I did.
I do not remember which inn it was. I don't know.
I
if
had 5 hit
I don't know if I
points
gave you
left
any
and
info.
had used all 6 of my spell slots. That was a bad fight.
Well, if you hadn't missed every single time.
There is that. Because did we figure it out? I only actually needed to hit with half of those spell slots to actually have killed it.
Something like that, yeah. Well, you had used one of them before you encountered the shadow, because you attacked a hobgoblin with a spell or something, but...
I climbed up a roof, kicked a guy off of it, and jumped off the roof. That's
He buckled his swash, is what he did.
He buckled his slash. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I only know 3 cantrips.
1, 2, 3, drink. Okay. So you have been asked to meet with the council for whatever reason, some obviously related to your heroic actions the night before. I will assume I'm going to say they'll send guardsmen out to meet you at your homes or at the inn when it's time to meet with them. So you're being led to the council chambers. Basically, we can kind of just fast forward through that whole little bit of the morning. Give me a second. Sorry.
No, I'm trying to remember exactly what my 100% what my backstory was for this guy.
Well, you were a cleric, and
Yeah, no, I remember the gist.
and you have lightning in a bottle.
I do have lightning in a boat. Yeah, well, because I remembered that because my flaws just says I'm gonna follow this thunder around my neck, hold my ale. That's my flaw. We will blindly follow this storm in a bottle around my neck.
Okay. So you have been brought to the council building. It's a huge, magnificent building on the island there in the center of the river. It's surrounded, of course, by many of the manor houses of the council, and at the opposite end of the island is the temple of Sifenmor, who is the sea lake god, et cetera, et cetera. You're brought through a very ornate, beautiful archway into the courtyard, and then led across. And by this time, they've all kind of grouped up, so you can comment on things as I'm explaining if you want to. You're being led across the courtyard. It's obviously one of the most extravagant places in the city because they try to make everything look very grand and majestic and stuff, because the council is always in control of what's going on. As you reach the actual main building, it's built in a very similar style to what a lot of the temples and larger constructions of the city are. Very, very modern, as far modern to the period in the game, of course. Big, huge, like marble pillars, all that kind of stuff. Very grandiose. You're led through a pair of enormous oak doors into a small lobby area, and they march straight through the lobby, ignoring the few people milling about and what essentially accounts to a receptionist that's standing there trying to help people that have grievances and stuff. You're led through a much smaller set of iron doors, and here, when these ones open up, you are suddenly inside of a stone passageway that is very old, still well maintained, but appears to be much different in style than what the outer building is like. It's let me have why don't you all roll a history check for me, actually.
Okay. Can I think I'm gonna
It did end well. 13's not bad. What, Oscar?
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh, sorry, you were asking something. So I was just...
No, I was double checking my ring. You wanted a history check, you said?
Yeah, history. I'm actually going to give you advantage on
Ignore
that.
that second one. My thing
Yeah.
kind of locked up a little bit.
So, yes, you got a 20, a 22, a 13. So I'm going to give you all advantage on it because it's moderately common knowledge. So you all know that this is actually the council chambers is built around and within the ancient fort of Carnath, I think is what I called it. It's been a little while. Carnath. And so you're realizing now, having been let into it, because most of you have never been here before. Ivan might have been briefly, but probably not all the way through the chambers and stuff like this. You're realizing that they actually just built around the existing walls of the fort and stuff like that, and it still is there. So you're within the ancient halls of the fort where people survived the Flash. Savior of the universe. Sorry. So you're led through a bunch of twisting tunnels and stuff. Occasionally there are some windows and stuff to where you can see that there's like inner courtyard areas and stuff of what would have been the courtyard of the fort and whatnot. It's obviously a very large structure. Eventually you're led to another set of iron doors, but these ones, instead of being somewhat plain, are carved full of magnificent runes in every possible language. I mean, you can clearly see Draconic, Elvish, Dwarven, and everything on here. Including a few that you may not be familiar with. They're probably, different archaic and arcane languages and stuff. These doors get pushed open, and you're ushered in by these guards who have not said really a word to you, apart from, I'm here to take you to the council, the whole time. And you step into a large circular chamber. And you can see ahead of you on a raised stone platform that is essentially like cuts the room in half. There are 11 seats. Most of them, they're all very like elaborately constructed, but they're not anything like super duper spectacular, except for one or two of them, which you can assume were probably replaced by the member that sits there to to try and give themselves more status or whatever. Now you will recognize all of these people because they're the council members. They're well known to the city. So sitting at the center, in the center seat directly in front of you guys is Sarah Karov. She's the half-elf elected member of the council. To her left, no, right, sorry. To her right are two empty seats. On the other side of those is Torin Richard, is also a half-elf. He's quite obese and is known by his nickname Sweet Tooth, which you all probably know.
Hey, we'll get along nicely then.
Next to him is another empty seat. Sorry, I wrote the wrong name down here.
So wait, how many seats are around this table?
11.
Just in the semicircle or all the way around the table?
In the semicircle. There's no table. It's just the seats.
Oh, okay.
In a semicircle on this raised platform, that it basically is a half circle platform that fills up half the room, and then you're on the slightly lower half. Yep.
I was thinking like Hogwarts table kind of thing. So.
Sort of, but there's just no table. There might be like a small like side table next to each of them that they're able to kind of maneuver around if they need it, but they don't really, or to have like wine on or something. And at the very end, on that side is Roger Stilson, who is which race did I make him? I lost I think he's a gnome. Yes, he's a gnome. He's known as Roger the Dodger. And he actually Caden very well might actually know him on a personal level because he was not necessarily a thief, but he was involved with those same groups of people.